Special Thanksgiving Day presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout
get the ball
crowd.
back, second half.
We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Las Vegas Raiders. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
Sometimes I wonder if we're just not looking at Derek Carr and evaluating him the correct way, because this guy's been incredibly reliable. Only 2 missed starts in 6 seasons with the Raiders. His completion percentage topped 70% last year. The only one higher, Drew Brees in New Orleans. The problem, though, it hasn't translated into wins. They move the ball up and down the field, but they don't score enough touchdowns. Derek Carr hoping to remedy that in 2020.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Shotgun now for Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Reception here by Ruggs.
Come on, man.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. First down Vegas as Carr finds Ruggs that time. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Carr completes it. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the open.
Yes.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Too slow.
Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. Great return here. Gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. So here are the Falcons with great field position to start out. They'll be led out by their quarterback. Back in the NFL for the first time since 2016, it's Colin Kaepernick.
A true dual threat at the quarterback position. And let's remember him back in the 2012 season. That game in the playoffs that he had against Green Bay. Ran for 181 yards and 2 scores. Threw for 2 touchdowns. That's the kind of potential he brings to the table every time he steps on the field.
Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick.
Oh, come on, just stay right here. Well, you would have been
just
fine.
They certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Yes,
and
touchdown.
Take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Falcons have taken the early lead. Able to punch it in on third down. Makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating when we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. This will make it into the end zone. And no return forthcoming for Richard, as this will come out to the 25. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Carr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up fourth. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Say what you want, but Kaepernick's still one of the best at doing that as the scramble gets him a first.
Kaepernick was looking to throw, but then it became decision time. And when he saw they had room to run, he made the right decision to pull it down there, and he winds up picking up the first down.
On the draw, this is Smith.
Come on.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Whatever.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition?
Come on, y'all didn't even block
finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. Now, that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They go back to the ground now with Smith.
Oh, come on,
and
man.
No room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now Kaepernick throwing on second down. They'll set up the screen to Smith.
Come on, man.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense, really? So
a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Kaepernick now on 3rd and goal.
Oh, no.
Man open, that's Calvin Ridley.
That was close.
And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
There's another example of what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly.
Worst case scenario, I'll probably just running in if nobody's not open.
They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will.
Let's go, baby.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now the
he's still pushing.
Oh, my goodness. He's pushing straight into Todd Gurley.
Now we're trying to commit to that hole.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Come on. He was right there.
Took a shot, couldn't connect.
3rd along again.
And the tight end, Luke Stocker, was the target. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to get the ball to his tight end in the center of the field where he runs a lot of his routes and ostensibly is extremely comfortable. He was hoping he'd find a seam and a big gainer to go along with it, but that one was incomplete.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this.
Let's go.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
1st down.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Gurley. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. Now they'll throw with Kaepernick. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. A give to Smith out of the gun. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the 1st half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Come on, let's go.
Touchdown. Touchdown, Falcons. Russell Gage there to make the grab. And the Falcons push further out in front.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And he knocks it through. So that, amazingly, a 17-play drive. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. He'll find his running back here, Richard. Not much there, only a yard. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Again, they'll throw with Carr. That's complete to Richard, the running back. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
And that's not the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Play action. Now Kaepernick. Airing it out, looking for Ridley.
Yes.
It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20.
Nice catch.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Kaepernick.
Oh, come on.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
He'll drop this underneath to Gurley. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The man with over 1,000 catches, Jason Witten, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Carr. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Carr now on 1st down. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Flush to his right.
And he
fires one incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Kaepernick. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect Todd Gurley. Wave goodbye. He just falls short. Down at the 1-yard line.
Lucky them.
A big run there by Gurley.
That's run.
63 yards. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
I think they got me in time.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
Shutout so far.
They were able to stop him at the line on 1st down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the 2nd try.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. In that play, it wound up losing yardage.
And past the 40
late hit
before he's out of bounds. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Stay in bounds.
This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley.
First down.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And he's got the first down here and then some, but a penalty flag down. This could very well be coming back.
On us.
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Get that.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 41 yards.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
Escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Throw it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now they'll toss to Gurley left.
Let's go.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And this offense continues to pour it on.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down.
Good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll throw right away. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Carr. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
First down.
He'll find Richard here underneath.
To go
and
get
he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're march off another 15 against your squad.
On the draw, Richard. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And this will be caught by Edwards. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun, it's Carr.
Yes.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the rookie A.J. Terrell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. On play action, it's Kaepernick.
Oh,
and
man,
that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Defense. Thank you.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game.
Get that.
Right
Let's
now,
go.
they want to.
And that's caught inside the 35.
Let's go, man.
And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 43 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
A 1st down carry for Smith, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Kaepernick.
I got
under
that.
pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Is incomplete.
I was trying to get it to
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Guys, up for a field goal now.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Taken in the end zone. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
He was trying to get it that time to Brian Edwards. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Able to find Walter. That's complete. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
He was trying to get it that time to Brian Edwards. And it's 2nd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Carr completes it. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Aguilar has it. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This pass from Carr taken in by Waller. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Reception here by Ruggs. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now Carr again.
Oh,
got his connection complete to
Ruggs.
Ruggs.
Got a touchdown. Good for them.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give him credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Are you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Here's Powell on the return. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Oh, Kaepernick's going to throw it. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Looking downfield for Jones. That's caught inside the 20.
Awesome. Game over.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.